the Mint Door Podcast with Dr. Karen Tyndall and Dr. Laura Schwint.
Are you tired of the burnout cycle? It's time to serve sustainably without sacrificing your well-being. The Mint Doors Elite Performance Coaching can help you cultivate a holistic approach to your well-being, enhance your leadership and self-mastery skills, and optimize your life for successful personal and professional fulfillment.
So don't put your true best self potential on hold anymore. Begin now by scheduling a complimentary Minty Moment Impact Chat and embody your radiance today. Now, welcome to the Mint Door Podcast.
Today, we're absolutely thrilled to introduce you to a true visionary who is not just adapting to change, but actively shaping it. Rio Esqueda embodies the power of focusing on what truly matters, empowering others and transforming industries. She began her incredible journey in a large DSO where she didn't just learn the ropes, she discovered a profound passion for elevating teams and unleashing individual potential.
But she didn't stop there. And now, as the dynamic COO of Restfull, Rio is at the forefront of a groundbreaking movement. She's leading the charge in revolutionizing sleep dentistry billing, breaking down barriers, and empowering sleep dental experts to reach more people faster and more effectively. So get ready to be inspired because Rio Esqueda is here to share her insights on leadership, innovation, community, and what it truly means to make a difference. Well, welcome to another episode of the Mint Door Podcast. Listeners, we are so pleased to bring to you today Rio Esqueda. Rio, thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to talk about what you are passionate about and a little bit about your background and how you're changing the world today. So thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Even though it has to be virtually, I wish I could be in Denver or no offense, not Arkansas, but
I know it would be fun to do this in person.
It would be.
Back like in the old days where they used to do podcasts in person.
I know, right? So it's so strange, but yeah, everything's virtual now. So we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah. So, well, it's a great opportunity to meet you and have you here. And, you know, we're really curious about something that you said was really important. And that was the power of building people up. Like you're really passionate about that. And so can you tell us a little bit about how building a strong community within the teams that you've worked with and the team that you currently work with is a huge piece of success?
Yeah, that is like what I'm all about. I think I mentioned earlier, like I do not like talking about myself. I am all about empowering other people to do what it is that they want to do. I do find that when somebody is passionate about something, it does, transfer over pretty easily for me. So then I feed off that energy and like to feed it to other people, and that's how you grow a community. Our company has an amazing community from internal culture to just the members that are involved, and then our partnerships that we have. And it's very important to me, and I know to the rest of my team, that we keep everything, at the forefront with our vision of being super positive and helping each other and growing. Number one, growing. I think if you are a part of a community where you're not growing, it's probably time to get out of that community, is the way I look at things. So yeah, I hope I answered your question there, but it's important to me to empower other people and grow other people. I think it grows myself personally. It's a personal, what do they call it? In The Alchemist, when you're searching for something, it's just a personal goal of my own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and you alluded to, and I'm sorry, but I didn't introduce that you are the COO of Restfull, which maybe
Yes.
tell us a little bit about your journey to that and what it is and how this community shaped where you are today.
Okay, so Restfull, it's a software company for sleep billing, medical billing. So we help dentists get reimbursed for their work that they do by diagnosing, doing the home sleep tests, and then giving the patient an appliance. And so we help them get reimbursed for that through medical insurance because dental insurance typically won't cover it. So, in order for us to have gotten to this point, I mean, there's so many different people in the organization that had to make this possible. Um, a couple of them, Mark Murphy, he's a dentist who has been passionate about oral sleep apnea, for so long. Christy Fink, she was a medical biller. And I happened to just stumble into this because I went to UNLV to get my master's in healthcare administration. And dental was just like, they were hiring everywhere at the time. And so I started in the office as an office manager and then worked my way up as a regional manager. And before you knew it, I was jumping ship from corporate world to let's try this small company and see if I can do big things in it. And so far we've been pretty successful, I will say. Started with International Academy of Sleep, which is the consulting piece of our company. So that is where the community is. It's where the dentists, they all come together and use each other's brains, and then we teach, all the information that we have for them to be successful. And then the software is going to be, and has been for the last few months, the gateway for the doctors to be able to explore all of their options, from ordering a home sleep study test to ordering different appliances to, learning just how to maneuver the political, crazy administrative chaos that insurance companies throw at you in order for you to get reimbursed as a provider. So it was a long journey for me to get here because, believe it or not, I used to be a performer. I used to dance. That's how I ended up in Vegas. And so sometimes, yeah, it's crazy, but I ended up getting injured going back to school, and it's led me here. And that was 10 years ago. So crazy.
They're just the coolest things when life just happens. And it's always the way, isn't it? If a door closes, another one opens, and then you're on a not the wrong path, but it's just a different path. It's just another option, and you followed it.
Yes. Yes. Being open and just flexible to like what is possible, like so easy to put yourself in the corner of your room and just say, nope, I want nothing to do with people. I'm good. I'm happy. But you really aren't happy because people inspire people, that inspires ideas. And that's the power of a community. And so here I am, from dance to medical billing, sleep devices, all the crazy things. So, but it's been fun.
It is. So, I mean, with most great businesses, they're born from a idea that they're solving a problem for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe tell us a little bit about what were those industry problems that inspired your all-in-one software comprehensive solution that you have available to people?
Sure. So, I mean, one of the biggest industry issues, if you will, is that it's so niche that most dentists don't even want to learn the systems and steps because it's it's just not out there yet. So there's probably 170 to 300 dentists that truly make a living off of diagnosing sleep apnea, getting referrals from medical doctors, and then getting reimbursed for those devices that they are supplying. So, with it being so niche, the medical insurance, dental insurance, they don't want anything to do with it. They don't want to cover it. It's just easier to use a CPAP. And so those are just issues that dentists run into. And then you've got the politics of who can actually read a sleep study test and who can actually diagnose. And, it just depends statewide. And there's always these, issues that come up everywhere. So Restfull encompasses all of those in one, everything from the CRM to the soap notes to being able to order a device to just having the feedback and coaching experience of other doctors at their fingertips. And we're growing at a very good rate, with people starting to realize like, hey, we can treat more patients if the doctor is being compensated appropriately, because then you can't run a business without the finances.
It sounds really very needed because, I know from a little bit of experience when I dabbled in just even referring patients to the MD for a sleep study
Mhm.
and some of the roadblocks and
Then they get lost, they're forgotten about, and who's following up? And then it's like, oh, well, maybe to the patient, it's not worth the $5,000 I'm going to have to put down on it, and so they forget the importance. And I mean, we hear these stories all the time, and most of the patients can come from dental practices. They don't have to necessarily come from referrals, but we teach both ways of growing the business.
it sounds very I love the fact that as a dentist you can connect with other dentists that are doing it as well. Like that's a
Oh, yeah.
back to your community piece. That's such an important part of it, I'm sure, for any new
Mm.
dentist that's like, I think I want to do this. Help.
Yes, exactly. And we make it fun. We always meet someplace once a quarter. This next time coming up is a cruise. And so yes, and we just bring in, guest speakers, cardiologists. I think we had a neurologist last time. I mean, just anyone that is a subject matter expert in the business, and everybody just, learns off of each other. And we have lectures, we have parties, we have time for people to just mingle. And it's always a lot of fun. And we have people who are doing, anywhere from 30 to 50 appliances a month to somebody who's never done an appliance before. Uh, yeah, and usually about 100 dentists in a room at once. So it's very cool to see and be a part of.
Hmm. What would you say to a dentist that's listening and thinking they're curious about adding this to their repertoire?
Mhm.
They already do other things in their practice. They're maybe not going to focus 100% on sleep dentistry. Would this be a good starting place? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a quick start program, and it allows you to dabble in the idea of what credentialing, what it takes to get credentialed with all the online enrollment portals and different steps that are necessary to even get reimbursed from insurance. But they can also just learn how to do it based on cash, right? And so it's just more of getting them to diagnose the issue, which is something our coaches teach. They teach the clinical piece, and then they teach the business portion, which is, you don't need a separate LLC to run a sleep business. That's kind of been like the go-to model. But you can do it within your dental practice, just like you do implants, or any other specialty that you do. Um, Restful is actually the goal is to grow to where we are billing medical insurance for surgery, for TMJ, all of those things. So I'm assuming most dentists do have a specialty or something they focus on that they could already be billing to medical insurance, growing their bottom line, and they're not even aware that they could be doing it. Because it is so difficult. It seems difficult, but we make it so simple so you can rest at night.
So there's another little play on rest. Is that where
Uh-huh,
we
yeah.
came from? Not just sleep dentistry, but you can rest
Yes.
too.
Shameless plug.
I love it. Well, and I find it fascinating that you bring up the other procedures that could be then kind of put into this learning experience that could really then
Mhm.
help more patients get the treatment that they truly do need. And
Yes.
so I feel like that's a goal of
And
Restful.
that's It is, and I know it's a driving factor of, doctors and dentists, and it's, a lot of dentists will do work for free just because that's where their heart is. And, it's like, yes, we all want you to do that, and give back, but you also like need to be able to survive so that you can continue doing that. So
Mhm.
restful is, yeah, we look at it from all different angles, from the patient's point of view. We even have a patient portal, just to make things more convenient for the patient so they actually show up for their appointment.
Wow.
Yes. And then the doctors, so the teams can do most of the admin work for them and they just follow along exactly how they should. And we submit the claim and you're getting paid for the work you're doing and you're saving a life.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Yeah, I bet that you see, and you can tell me, but I bet you see an increase in team and doctor fulfillment when they get these pieces put into place.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was an office manager, and I remember this one doctor, he wanted me to submit a case, a sleep appliance case. And I was like, there's no way. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start with any of that. So it does alleviate a lot of stress from the team, which then, of course, team will have more buy-in to the doctor, and now you're treating more patients, and so we have success all around.
Mhm.
So you, with this system that you give,
Mhm.
can you maybe just share like a transformation that you've seen in a practice for somebody, like what it's meant to them, or what did it look like?
Yes, I can't use names.
That's good.
Yeah, but I have multiple doctors have started with us. One specifically started with a previous billing company and waited months to be reimbursed and then had to do the follow-up and just didn't know what was going on with the credentialing. And, you know, the competition for us is out there, but we've learned what not to do from the competition. And so now we've made it so that these doctors can be reimbursed within 15 days. And that is not a guarantee, but it is something that we let everyone know as long as you're credentialed correctly and we do it, we will get you reimbursed with about 15 days, which I mean, when you think about the bills that add up from an office and how expensive the appliances are and how hesitant the patients are to even want to be involved in paying for it, it makes a huge difference on the office. And so I've seen doctors, yeah, go from not being able to pay their bills to now they're building their second sleep practice. So it's been pretty successful.
Wow, that I think that, and I understand you say it's not a guarantee, but the 15-day thing is huge because there's that trepidation that is this going to come through? And then when you see that,
Mhm.
and that just translates to being able to recommend for more patients and being
Right.
confident that this is a system that works.
Yeah. Yes. One of our billers, I mean, she will get random midnight text messages of a picture of a claim that's been paid from a doctor. And it's like a celebration all around, because we want that for them too. If they're successful, we're successful. So the more claims, the better.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Well, I love everything that this encompasses because it's so much more than a software. It's
Yes.
yeah, it's community, it's health and well-being, it's saving lives. Um, it's also, Karen and I talk a lot about burnout in the profession. And I think that having something like Restful to help you do the treatment that you're passionate about and help patients be able to follow through with it definitely helps, like I said, that fulfillment piece, which can then help decrease that chance of burnout as well. Do you notice that you see your docs rejuvenated with their careers?
Oh my gosh, when they come to their first retreat, their first IAOS retreat, They're so excited. And then we've got people who have been coming to the retreats for 7 years now, and they're just like, they just show up because everyone's invited. Once you've gone through the program, you just show up. But I've watched doctors go from having a sleep practice that's failing, or I'm sorry, a dental practice that's failing, to just now treating sleep, and they're happy and they have, the work-life balance they want and the family life and all that stuff. And so they do it just through sleep. It is a process. Like, we don't claim that it's like you just click a button and everything's good. You have to be willing to put that time and energy into anything that you do. But we help guide you all the way. So yeah, I do think I see a lot of people with smiles on their face at these events as opposed to like, not wanting to go. So
It's awesome. All right. So the next one coming up is on a cruise. When is that one?
yeah, it's the end of October. We could definitely add that link if you'd like. I mean, it would be a lot of fun. Yeah. And then we have another one in Anaheim in January. So they're all available on our website at restfull.com.
Excellent. All right. We'll make sure the restfull.com website is in the show notes. And yes, if you have the link to the upcoming ones, we'll include those as well.
Great.
I need to know, where's the cruise going?
Oh my gosh, we're going to the Bahamas. We're going to Nassau. I don't like cruises, but because of the people that are going, I am willing to go. That we make it fun regardless. So I'll get past all that and take the Dramamine, whatever I need to do, but it'll be fun.
Okay, so that leads me to this question, which is completely not Restfull related, but I imagine that as a dancer, you must have done some spinning. What type of dance did you do?
Oh my gosh, I did. Well, I trained professionally classical, so jazz, ballet, tap. And then when I got to Vegas, I got into more of like the aerial work, the pole work, all the fun, like really fun things. And it was a great experience. I still do a lot of it just as like, passion, but definitely don't do it professionally anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the connection there is spinning, dizzy, and motion sickness of the cruise. There's the connection. If
you would, yes, you would think, but the difference is when you spin as a dancer, you're spotting, and so you're in control. Whereas when you get on something like that, you're not in control. And I love to be in control, and the idea of my life is in someone else's hands here is nerve-wracking for me.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that little piece.
Yeah, of course.
Oh. All right. Well, this has been enlightening, and I really appreciate how you're helping dentists and patients because this is a big health concern for many, many, many people. And so, thank you for making it fun, easy, doable. It's seeing more people join a community and serve more patients. So thank you. Is there anything else that we didn't touch on, or anything else that you really want to make sure that our audience knows about Restfull?
Yeah, I mean, reach out to team. I've got a web or an email address that works, team@restfull.com. You can find us on LinkedIn. But really, we're just looking for dentists that want to help us change the world.
Fantastic.
So come join us, please.
Yeah. Oh, and I think too, you do a free demo, right? Tell us about your free demo.
Yes, we're changing that lingo because the demo, it's very software related, and it's more a strategic needs assessment because each office is going to be different with what they need, and so we cater it to them specifically. So yes, you'll get a demo of the software, but it's more of an overall picture of the health of your practice and how we can help you grow.
I love that. I love how it's specific for each practice. Very cool.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Rio, thank you so much for spending some time with us this afternoon and being on the podcast. It's so enlightening to hear how your background has led you here and how passionate you are about what you do. So thanks for being with us today.
Yes, thank you both for having me.
And remember, listeners, we'll include all our links below in the show notes. So please check those out and go on the cruise. That sounds fun.
Come on, it's a party.
Yeah, excellent. All right. Well, listeners know that we adore you, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Mint Door Podcast. Bye.
Thanks for listening, and subscribe for more holistic performance content.